better job at being ladies, girls, girls. Like, it used to be that I would go outside and no ladies would make eye contact, especially the ones that was with a man. It was the craziest thing I ever saw. Like, people that I knew didn't want to have a conversation. Okay, that's cool. We don't have to talk, but acknowledge me. Give me the universal head nod or something, sis. And as I've been traveling, I judge other cities by the girl friendliness. Like, do ladies make eye contact? Do they smile? Is it hey sis, or is it bitter nastiness? And I've been very happy to see in the last couple months. Granted, it might be longer, ladies, but I ain't been stepping out locally. But when I've been coming outside lately, the ladies got the good vibes. Like, I went to a brunch by myself a couple of weekends ago.
That's what's up.
And had a fantastic time. But you can always tell by the vibes in the bathroom, if that makes sense for the ladies. Like, some ladies' rooms can actually be kind of treacherous, real talk. But it
Is
was
that
like
a mean girl spot, or it could be a welcoming spot, right?
It could be both.
Okay.
It could be either or. And in this situation, it was a very welcoming spot.
Yeah, mean girl is just so, to me, that energy is so insecure.
Yes.
It's so...
it is. It's really traumatized.
Toxic. It is. It's not positive. So if you're a mean girl, that's not cool. Don't be around talking crazy about other people or being a negative Nancy or stuff like that and spreading rumors and stuff like that.
Well, my bleeding heart empathy knows that it's people's trauma and insecurity acting out. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't make it any less unpleasant.
Right.
To be the person that, like, you're sucking your teeth and you're angry and you're mean, and I get it, sis, but you outside to let that go.
You never know what they're going through. They might be cramping. They could be going through...
As a woman who goes outside or doesn't go outside based on what I'm going through, again, I'm going to go back to you're outside. Like, you're supposed to be letting it go.
It could be perimenopause. You never know what somebody's going through. It might be having hot flashes,
I'm still nice when I'm hot flashing.
Madison is so small. They might have seen they dude in there with somebody else, or they might be, or one of the other two. They got two guys in there.
Don't be randomly mad at me.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to say, I don't take other people's issues personal. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't either, but I definitely judge like I said, I literally, that's one of my travel scales is this how girl friendly is this city.
This is how girl friendly this city is.
Okay, because I didn't even intend it to be this way, but it was a perfect segue because my man's is celebrating the ladies heavy this month.
Why wouldn't we? And it's funny because it's like I typically go to a Halloween show, right?
Right.
And then I thought instead of just doing a Halloween show, because that wasn't as important to me.
Can I get a couple more of these?
Please, absolutely. It wasn't as important to as all the women who have been coming to the shows over the years, sharing their poetry, doing comedy in the audience, sharing the flyers. My main audience base is typically women.
Yes.
And I didn't know that until I started looking at the analytics of the people who come to the shows. Mm-hmm. I started looking at my shares, and I thought that I was doing it from guys like me or people who want to kind of go out, who don't go out much. But I had to tell myself, like, I could do the ladies' night, and I could just host it. And then I thought, get yourself out of there, Antoine. Let them ladies be a fly on the wall.
So what, you going to be posted up at the little center VIP table? What you going to do?
I'm going to be on the back just making sure I get to hit their music cues, whatever they need, just to drop the music.
You're still going to be. If y'all go to Antoine's shows, there's a special energy he has on the nights that he has his shows that I always find so interesting.
And what's that energy?
I mean, it's the energy, it's a boss in his business. That's the right energy.
I be moving and grooving.
But it's like, I could have literally have just had this like conversation with you, harassed you, text you about my tickets like 3 hours before. I'm gonna be real, sometimes that's me. Yeah. But it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's not the arrogant thing that we've accused you of. Because I see you waiting. Waiting for me to come out with that.
I love learning about me.
I don't know. It's a great energy. It's a business-like energy, but it's a definite shift. Yeah, I could say in what I know, because I've known you long enough to say that, like, there's a general baseline energy that's just a little different on them nights. I don't have a word for it. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out with you not getting on stage.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see.
I think it would allow me to like host more, like to welcome the people coming in.
Event, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm obviously not be the host because Brandon's to be the host, but I think it allowed me to. I've always wanted to do every role there. Like we have. If you want to get your drinks, your mocktail or something, I want to be able to pour a drink. I want to be able to be the person at the register.
Shots, buddy.
Don't say nothing. All right. I've always wanted to be the person who wristbands the people and check them in and be the DJ. Like to be able to be every role because it's it's a vision of mine that's coming to fruition, and I can do every part. So for me to hit the music cues and to bring them back, it's gonna be me keeping y'all jamming, if that makes sense. I love that. I'm literally a low key DJ.
What's your DJ name?
Antoine McNeil. There ain't nothing
You're
changed.
so no fun.
It's
So
okay.
I get to come up with another
No,
name.
DJ Antoine McNeil. I'm just gonna be dropping the ones and twos and playing the stuff to keep y'all lit. And then, and in my mind, I'm gonna keep y'all singing because I know that's a good.
Okay, yeah, we like that.
for
We
me,
do.
right?
Especially a room full of ladies, you can't go wrong with throwing on songs we all like.
Yeah, we was doing that. My guy Mikey was DJing last time, dropping some of the hits. So this ladies show will be hosted by Brandis. She's newer, and I wanted to also
happy belated birthday, sis.
Happy belated birthday. I wanted to make sure I focus. So she's newer into comedy, but sometimes people don't get those opportunities to host a showcase. You know, a lot of times it's open mic or small, and I want to give her the opportunity because I think she has a lot of good energy.
Absolutely.
And can transition that.
And let me just say that when you did this year's amateur comedy show, she was one of my favorite people to hit the stage.
Yes, and
she killed it.
I have to make an announcement because that show was different in the sense that it was supposed to be a roast, but my microphone went out. And instead of giving them one microphone to use back and forth, because I noticed they didn't want to share and stuff like that, I gave them my microphone, and that changed the whole energy of the show because I didn't have the control. I couldn't do the funny quirks and stop them on the time and get the audience perspective. So, like, although it was a good number turned out for me in terms of quality, it just was like, I grit my teeth at the show.
I saw the frustration. See,
yeah.
I be reading the energy in the room. I see the frustration that night. I dipped out a little early, to be honest.
And you wasn't wrong, because it went way too long without the, listen.
But back to Brandis, because she killed the stage, and then Fee the comedian go hit the stage again. She was another one of my favorites that night. I love her energy anyway. Since we were show, she's had this great energy that just, like, before I ever had a conversation with her, I knew that she was good people.
She's a good person. She's a creative, and Fee the comedian won our, I think she took, if I'm correct, maybe first place is on Craig, on my comedy competition a while back at the VFW, 2018, 2019. Yeah. So I believe she won first place.
I remember when we used to be at the VFW.
Yeah, and making people laugh and stuff like that.
I remember when you used to host the show.
We have Megan Diaz-Ricks.
I know Megan. I know everybody on here except for your headliner. I'm going to meet her though.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you saw her. We have Brandy Grayson who will be on the show talking her stuff again. We got Jay Clark to be able to come serenade us and sing us some songs. She has a very beautiful voice, always good energy. Right. And we got Lashayda Artist to make sure she dropped the ones and two on the poetry. Very creative. Okay. Get people in their feelings and give them something to think about. So, and then Tara Terry she's been on BET. Not only that, but Tara Terry is also celebrating her 20-year comedy anniversary.
Wow.
So and she's also called Chicago Queen of Comedy. So she's won the comedy competition for the women when they were having that. And some liken her to, and her comedy mentor is Bernie Mac. So she can turn that voice and that energy on and off. And it's so Chicago. She's so Chicago. So for a lot of people here who are Chicago, like, she'll represent that. She makes them feel at home.
All right, so it is October 25th.
October 25th.
Over at the Wilmar.
At the Wilmar.
$20 in advance. $20 if you wear a costume.
20 with a costume.
$100 prize for the best costume.
100 for the best costume.
Not the most naked, the most creative best costume.
I let the audience vote, so I don't know.
Look, I had to roll my eyes.
You can roll your eyes. Please do not discourage. Do not.
No, please.
Do not close
that was not meant to discourage the sexy outfits. It's meant to encourage people to be creative in Halloween, other than just half naked.
You can be as naked as you like at the comedy show. I'm telling. Listen, I want to encourage women power. This is ladies' night.
You talking for you?
This is for ladies' night.
Hold on.
No, ladies, not little girls. You can try it. You can try it. I don't even know why you can try me. I keep telling you, I encourage it. It just ain't gonna work for you.
Your interest in ladies being half naked is why you insecure and upset about your daughter's size of her shorts, bro. It's how y'all meant it.
Let me make sure I get this correct. You're comparing a 14-year-old daughter going to school to a woman at a Halloween.
Starts.
Is this what we're talking? Where do you think
it starts?
No, but I swear,
as a girl, I know where it started.
These are the same conversations?
I think that the mentality.
Wait, I want to make sure we're comparing a 14-year-old girl going to school. Okay, then. So you ain't got to leg to stand up. That's what I'm telling you. Stop playing with me.
All right, $25 after 9:30. The doors open at 9.
Let me make this.
Look, prepay highly suggested. Yes. I promise you.
let me say this
That's
because
a big deal. I invited Blazo to come back
come on,
because they're
Blazo
throwing
dope.
they're throwing another. He's throwing his Halloween shindig. The freaks come out at night at the Rockford Hard Rock.
Yeah,
Big venue.
they've been going crazy at the
This
Rockford
has been a
Hard
big
Rock.
party for him, and he's been selling out. Like he have his stage packed. He sells out, but this is like a big commitment.
Yeah,
And we saw that the event he was on here promoting during the summer, when it was
when it was live or when it was
fun.
when it was fun. Yeah.
But the music festival, ultimately they had to cancel their Rockford.
Oh no,
show. They did it in other cities. Like he was on here talking about they was going to do
Right.
it in other states. It happened in other places, but it did not happen here because the pre-sales didn't happen. So don't just think you go into this man dope party without getting tickets. Get the tickets, and same thing for your show. Like people don't understand the stress it actually
Really,
causes.
100%. Like I can say this, and I'll make this announcement. I've been going back and forth with God, and I try not to make announcements to the people without getting confirmation. I'm really big in my intuition and how I feel about. I am almost like my energy to produce shows is just going down. It's almost to a nothing, and it's not because I don't like and love producing. It's because of the pre-sales. If it's so difficult, how you doing to get people to come in? I mean, and just buy tickets early. It's so difficult to get people to come early. And this is the reason I say 20 in advance. So if you're going to cash out PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, I say 20 in advance or 20 with a costume, $25 after 9:30. The reason I say that it's not that I want or need your extra $5. I truly don't. It's to encourage you to get there early. Because that way we can start the show on time. If we say doors open at 9, show starts at 9:30, we can do that. But if we have a line of 40 or 60, 30 people that's in line at 9:30, now it makes it a little bit more difficult. You got to get drinks, they got to get seats, and now we got to start the show 15 to 20 minutes late because people are late. So I don't necessarily need or want the $5, but I really want to encourage that we start the show on time. You get in place for those seated, and if we are starting the show on time, somebody might want to do a guest spot and do some comedy. Somebody want to do some poetry, or we can start the show on time and end on time. Transition, go over there to the TK. This is supposed to be an hour and 30-minute event. Let's not make it 2 hours and some change.
Y'all heard that, man. And wait, congratulations, because on the other side of this flyer,
Oh yeah,
I see that you are promoting DL Hughley
absolutely,
at the Comedy on State,
absolutely.
November 8th and 9th. Now, we've talked about that. I don't remember if we talked about it on air at all, but me and you have talked about the whole promoting this show
Right.
and the connection to the Comedy on State Club.
Yeah, Comedy on State is my home comedy club. So when I'm working on jokes, I'm there. I try to get there every Wednesday as possible, but with parenting, trying to work and just being tired, just ripping and running. Sometimes I may not be able to make it, but that's my home comedy club. So they have also had some of the same thought process that I have, because promoting shows is one thing, but those pre-sales are very important, because if DL was in another city, sometimes people get those tickets. If he was in Milwaukee, those tickets would be sold out already.
Interesting you say that, because I just watched the ticket sales for Mike Epps in Rockford. And we last minuted that as well.
Mm-hmm. And then sold it out.
There was tickets available. I kept looking. There was tickets available until the day of the show was the last day that I only saw single seats available.
Yeah, and
until that point, I feel like even the day before there was like you could get 4 people in a row.
Right. And that makes it difficult for the promoter. And when you rent a venue, and then imagine the artists who know they're going to do a good job. This is one of our kings of comedy, right? And we say kings of comedy, we got to think Bernie Mac passed away. Cedric the Entertainer very rarely probably does something unless it's a theater or something, right? And I haven't seen Cedric do comedy in a while.
Yeah.
Steve isn't doing comedy. He is doing all the other hosting and stuff like that on the game shows. So the only one left is DL. So if DL's going to come to Madison, let's get it popping. The crazy thing is the last time DL came to Wisconsin was last year. I had a show, but my show had sold out, right? So, and to me, instead of taking some of my crowd and audience and bifurcating the crowd, making them split to choose either or, I'm like, let's put our energy towards this brother because he deserves it. Even if you can share it. And it's funny because I see the negativity we'll share and we'll get on garbage, but we don't have that same energy towards positivity and laughter, which we really need.
That's the same trauma that makes the girls' room treacherous sometimes, bro.
And But this is why I'm sharing.
She
Ladies
laughing because
night.
she knows I'm right.
Right.
Look,
This is
Shael
transition.
joined us. Wait, but let me just say that a couple of things. One, I've seen DL. I saw him. I caught his show. He was part of a comedy show I went to last birthday season. Me and the kids rode out to New Jersey, and I seen him at the Barclay. Great show. He was one of my favorite comedians that was in the house. But what I want to say about the Comedy on State, I'm really glad that they're partnering with you and using your network and your abilities as a promoter in this way, because unless you're like on their page, I often miss the black comedians, the larger comedians that come to town. I feel like it's really important that they are connecting with you to get it into our community, right, to hit the street promotion level, because I didn't know, what's his name, Craig
Robinson.
I didn't know he was in town until it was too late. I seen some of my people posting that they had been at it. When I went to go look for the next night, the 2 next nights were sold out. And I try now to go, because it's happened a couple times. I try to go to their website, but that's not effective. Obviously, people know because people were there, but I'm missing it. So I appreciate that you got this on the back of your flyer. I appreciate the opportunity for you.
We're gonna work it.
You know, it was nice. So shout out. I'm looking forward to it. I will be in the house October 25th for your Halloween Ladies Night comedy show.
Come on. And the one thing one of the things I did say, and I'll end it because we got an awesome, amazing guest, and I don't want to take any way away from her time, is I tell them people, listen, putting me on the show is great and awesome as it is for me to go ahead and promote. Let me get 3 minutes. Let me get 5 minutes. Let me just talk my stuff, because I think sometimes people do want to see me on the bigger stage or some of those bigger names. But even if nothing else, I'm glad for us to be able to team up and partner and try to make sure we get them seats filled and support our brother.
You always got to start on the first rung to get to the next one, right? And so hopefully we're going to speak it into existence, because this is a manifestation season for some of us. I'm going to say that this is the beginning of them utilizing you for all of these type of shows as a promoter, and that the next time they're going to understand the folly of their ways, and they're going to add you to the bill. Yeah,
I won't call it folly, because I would just say
because it's my word.
It's a business. I'm with you. I like that, except the folly, because it's a business, right? And promotion is a thing. DL comes with he has a team. Like, so DL might come through. He already has his opening act. He has his feature act. And all of this is a science. When a comedy club on stage starts at 9 o'clock, it starts at 9, not 9:02, 9:03. So when those people get there, it's just time. And they may not have 3, 4, or 5 minutes. But I'm thankful to be able to get this opportunity. You know what I mean?
We will not have you talking my manifestation.
No, I'm with the manifestation.
I put powerful stuff
you
out,
said
and I
great.
called the folly of their ways.
Yeah, but folly also.
I didn't say they playing in there. I didn't say that.
That's Lord Jesus. Now let's transition. We have a very amazing guest.
Wait, hold on. I got something to add, We had a caller that called in, and I love when we have callers. Let me say, first of all, we usually have callers. I walk out after the show, and we often have messages of folks leaving love right out there with Miss Cassie. But this person said that the listener says, you're both right. I mean, of course we are, right? But Grand Avenue did revamp, but it is not the same as the public market. 2 different great places in Milwaukee. I haven't been to the revamped Grand, so maybe that's part of my next excursion. And then love the shout out to Milwaukee, enjoying all the chat. Thank you to our anonymous Milwaukee listener.
I was talking, I ain't chatting. I'm a grown man, dog.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just telling I'm a grown man. I ain't around here chatting. You know what I'm saying?
Chocolate
I ain't chatting.
Calm down.
No folly, no chatting.
Yeah, no folly, no chatting. You know what I mean? This grown man talking. All right, go ahead. Let's get our next guest introduced and talk that talk.
Hey, gorgeous.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing well today.
Okay.
I just got out the gym.
All right, we see the glow.
Early
we see
in the morning.
Yeah, early. I gotta get it done, otherwise it won't get done.
There you go.
I'm just like the earlier you do it, the better it is for me. Like the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah.
Is what they say.
I like that.
So that's
Go.
me.
Tell the people who you are.
So I am Shael, Shy Glizzy, Sister House.
Glizzy, stop playing with her.
Does that do a hot dog? Because they call a glizzy a hot dog?
Glizzy a hot dog, but it's a rapper, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
my friend for 13 years has been calling me that for a very
Shy Glizzy, okay.
For a very long time. I just y'all don't know me by that. It's a whole different character.
I was about to call you Shot Glizzy the whole show.
Oh my God. I just told Keena, I said, I was at my camping trip. I was like introducing myself and I was like, yeah, Shot Booty. And now every time I answer the phone for her, hey, Shot Booty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Of course. I can see Keena catching on to that one for sure.
Yeah. But that's a family nickname. She can call me that. I love you, Keena. Shout out to her. I am a social entrepreneur, freedom fighter, doula, community doula, and I'm just now realizing this about myself. So I'm trying to like sum up everything that I do.
Yeah.
So I think I would call myself a community doula.
What is a community doula, and why are you just not realizing that?
So a community doula is a caretaker of the community. So I'll let y'all know what a doula is. Well, do y'all know what a doula is?
Come on, just educate us.
Okay. Well, a doula is commonly known as like a birth worker or like a postpartum care worker for parents, for mothers. And so I have my certification as a postpartum and a birthing doula.
Okay.
But with all the work that I've done as far as like activism and things like that, I have always taken care of the community, regardless of what age or what stage that you're in. And so I feel like people always are asking me, like, what do you actually do? Like, what can I call on you for? Like, how can I send people your way and for what? You know what I mean? Everybody's always like, I don't know what you do, so I can't send people your way.
It ain't stopped them from calling on you, though, has it?
No, not really. But I do think that I have missed a lot of opportunities because I haven't really been clear on exactly what I do and what I'm good at. And what I'm good at is community care. Okay. What I love to do is care for people. I love cooking for folks. I love bringing people together and healing spaces. Yes. We just had a camping trip. It was just so beautiful. It wasn't just supposed to be melanated people, but it was, which I didn't mind.
Yeah,
and it was just like such a freeing space, and we all just got to be ourselves and, unencumbered and not worried about what we would look like to, the opposite.
And you helped put that together, right? The camping trip?
Yeah.
How long was it?
So it was a 2-day camping trip out in Horicon, Wisconsin. Like Iron Ridge, Horicon, I think all of those are together. Okay. And it's like up north in Dodgeville, near Dodgeville. Well, no, Dodge County. And it was on a piece of land owned by melanated folks. Okay. Christopher Kilgore, shout out to him. He has 90-something acres out there.
What is the name of his program?
It's called Color in the Outdoors.
Color in the Outdoors. We need to get Chris on here and check in where he's got going
acres. On. Okay. Peace of Mind Acres.
That sounds amazing.
Last time I was out there, he was like cutting down trees and clearing space, just getting going. I need to check back in with Chris. I'm glad you just brought his name up. I love it. I promise you, every time we have a dope guest, there will be other dope people. So thank you.
There's a lot of dope people out here.
It is. We will never run out. Even though people talk about how whack we are around town, we will never run out.
Right, and I think that's more of the people that don't like to include themselves or reach out or ask, like, can I be a part of this stuff? Can I jump in on that? Can I collaborate with you? That is more of that energy than, oh, people, we don't have nobody. It's just you don't know how to reach out.
Talk that talk.
You don't, you're not comfortable with it, and that's something that I think I'm gonna talk about today too because I'm 29, by the way. And
little baby.
I just wanted to...
Don't you hate coming from grown people? Little baby. She's proud of her almost 30.
Let's see if we can get some milk in here, please. Everybody.
Not the Similac.
Some milk.
She a whole milk. She off the Similac.
I'll just play.
Go ahead.
29.
Go ahead. Not too much on me. I'm 29, and I keep on saying I'm coming into like the title that I have and who I am, and for a long time, so I was born and raised in Madison, between Madison and Chicago. And for a long time, I just did not know how to reach out to people. I did not know how to open my mouth. They say closed mouths don't get fed. I realized just did not feel comfortable asking to be a part of things. I didn't feel like maybe I didn't feel worthy. Maybe I felt overly confident in myself. Okay. And I didn't open my mouth to be a part of things that I really did want to be a part of,
Mm-hmm.
or I didn't ask for help from people I really needed and wanted help from. And so I'm finding that I'm just getting comfortable with it. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do what I do.